80, say 87 to 91 was my college, say undergraduate course. From 91 to 96 September, I work as a junior mining engineer in Department of Mines and Geology, Kathmandu. Then I got a scholarship in Bangkok, Asian Institute of Technology. It is quite renowned in South Asia. I got a scholarship there to do my master's in engineering geology. So there I did around 20 months course. I graduated from there in 1988 April. Then I got chance to work there in Bangkok. It was the first metro project in Bangkok, and I worked there for 2 stations, and then about 7 kilometers of the tunnel stretch as a, say, instrumentation engineer. That means we have to monitor the surface, buildings, and then the tunnel structure, the station buildings, and then inside tunnel for any subsidence or for any tilt in the buildings or any convergence inside the tunnel, and so many other instruments were there. So I learned instrumentation there. During my stay in Bangkok, I was in search of chance for further studies. I applied to different universities in Japan. Ultimately, I got scholarship, the Japanese government scholarship, that is called Monbuka Gakuso Scholarship from Hokkaido University in civil engineering under the rock mechanics laboratory. So I went there in 2000 October. So I spent around 3.5 years in Japan for my PhD research. Mainly it was in soft rock, tunneling, and tunnel instrumentation. We developed one instrument, three-dimensional stress measurement instrument using overpouring method, especially for monitoring the stress in tunnels where there is soft rock. Because that time there was a few problems in tunnel areas where it was constructed in soft rock. So we did the research over there. After completion of my PhD from Japan, I came back to Nepal, and there I choose to go to construction field. So I joined construction field. That means I started from the contractor. I joined a contractor company, that means construction company. So went to site, and then I just wanted to learn from the basic, all the things. So a few years I worked in Nepal. Then I got connected with Snowy Mountain Engineering Corporation. This is an Australian consulting company. I got connected with them. So they asked me to join their different projects in different countries, in mainly in Asia, Afghanistan, East Timor, and then with another Japanese company, I went to Malaysia for tunnel construction. That was railway tunnel, and I went to Laos for hydropower project. So that way I traveled to different countries, sometimes in Nepal and sometimes abroad inside Asia, and sometimes short-term visit outside Asia also, short-term trainings or short-term, say, projects. And then uh, from 2012 January, I was asked by my Australian consulting company SMEC to join a project, railway project in Bangladesh. So from 2012, I continued working in Bangladesh till 2018. I was working there full time. After that, I took a break for a few years, and now I am working as a project basis engineer. Means I work intermittently in few projects: water supply project, and a railway project, and then one highway project. So while working there, my best experience was with Padda Bridge, which is quite popular in our Asian region. I got chance to work there as a geotechnical investigation engineer. So during the construction of that 6.15 km long double deck bridge, I was leading the geotechnical team. We were responsible for geotechnical investigation in all the piers in main bridge and in Bhairak area. So it was a huge work and a very big experience and big job for me. That's the journey till now in technical things. So beside technical, there are few other things of my interest. Like I am interested in literature also. Mainly I write poems and stories. That is in Nepal language. I write songs also. I have published 2 video songs. So
Oh,
this is the way. This is the way I am
the
spending
person
my
not
time.
only the person not only workaholic, he's also a writer. He's also a poet. I mean,
Yeah, I'm
that's
also
really
sort of,
unexpected for
yeah,
us.
sort of say what we say poet, and then other things is nowadays I like to spend more time while I'm in Nepal. I'm not taking any technical job, so I'm spending my uh, time reading different kind of books, especially the books that give me positive vibes, how to say be happy and healthy after 50 and 60. So how to enjoy my daily life, how to say help other people, and then how to be happy from inside, not only outside. So
Yeah.
that is a sort of say spiritual line, little bit. So that one has helped me to understand my life. So really, what is life? Till now, we have traveled long. So the things that we did not get chance to learn in our school, college, in the universities, that I am learning now and sharing with my friends and especially with young people, because these things are not taught in schools and colleges or universities. How to spend our life joyfully, peacefully, really what is the meaning of life, and how to handle all the stress and all the things that happens in our daily life, because it happens always, and we are not taught how to tackle with them, and we are not taught once we are outside the college or outside the university, outside that environment, what reality we will face, because
Yes, sir.
inside there we have say sort of equal life for every students. We think we all are equal, but in reality it is not like that. Our baseline is different. Somebody
Yes.
starts from 80, but somebody starts from minus, somebody starts from 0, somebody starts from 10. But if we start from 0 also, how to tackle with that 80, that things we need to learn. So that one I'm practicing myself, that's all.
Like what you are saying that journey is more important more than where we end up, something
Yes,
like
yes.
that.
Yeah. Journey is more important. And another thing is that how we spend every day or how we spend our life, the quality of our life, the peace and the environment inside ourselves and inside our home, that matters more than the physical things we attain. Obviously, physical things are, say, material things are needed in our life to go ahead. But now what I learned is they are not the only things. Beside, there are so many other things that we need to know or need to follow. This is the thing I'm learning now, enjoying my life.
So, sir, you have done lot of collaborations across various countries and various
Yes.
organizations. So, how do you ensure that the collaborations end up being successful? So,
In fact, what I will credit my life in the college, IIEST, there
mhm.
really we had a very good environment and then different kind of people. Yes, our time there were many Bangla friends, majority, but there were friends from other states and other countries also. So we have, especially in Hostel 16, we had a mixed culture over there. So from there, I learned how to be say friendly or how to mix with other people who have different culture and different kind of thinking. We had two friends from Palestine.
Oh,
Yeah, they came to B college, and what I was surprised. They say that because when we write English, we write from right to left.
yes,
English, Bangla, say our Devanagari, Nepali,
yes,
everything. But in their country, what they used to write is from left to right, right to left. Sorry, from right to left. And they were
yes,
surprised, oh, how you can manage writing from this, say, left to right? We cannot do it. So, see the thinking. We think their way
yeah,
is opposite. They think our way is opposite. But both of us
yeah,
are right. Yes?
yes,
Both of us are right in our thinking and in our culture.
yes,
So, that's the way I learned. So, we have different cultures, so you need to learn. Don't just say you are opposite or you are doing the things wrongly, in the wrong way. From their side, I am wrong. So we need to know these things, and this one helped me a lot to mix with different kind of people in different countries. So I just once I went there, I say used to ask them about their culture and all the things, how we should behave in their country, their way, because I am now in their country and I have to follow their rule. I cannot say that okay, this is my interest, this is my way, this is my culture. No, yes, my culture I follow in my home and in my country. But if I go to another society, another country, I have to respect them. I have to
yes,
follow their culture. So this is the way we should learn. We should be flexible. Don't be too strict to your own things. That is not always right. So this way I learned and I mixed up with them. I became so friendly with them, and especially in say Bangladesh, because I learned Bangla Bhasha while I was in the college. So this helped me a lot to mix up with all the people. I knew the Bangla culture. over there. So it is quite similar in Bangladesh, and the people over there, they used to respect us, they used to help us, they used to love us so much, and we became too close very soon. And then for myself, I used to say teach all my juniors say technology transfer. We are there. Okay, one thing is my work, another thing is technology transfer. I used to help all my junior friends, junior say counterparts, all those local engineers as much as possible from technical side also. They used to ask me so many different questions. So when they ask, we should not say that, oh, this thing you have already learned in undergraduate. No, undergraduate, yes, we learned something, but that was, to say frankly, just to pass out, not practical things. We learn just to pass out in colleges and universities, many places.
Yes.
So practical things, but practical knowledge is very less in our universities. So once we go to site, we learn the things practically, and I used to teach them, and they were so happy with that one, and they used to help me in other social activities, other things, and then I became so friendly, or what to say, so much accommodative with them. So it was very easy for me to spend my life in Bangladesh. And
Uh,
last time in B college, I said that I am now more than 80% say Bangabhumi boy, because my basic of engineering is from Bangabhumi, say Kolkata BEC, and then from 2012 I'm working in Bangladesh. So my career grew up there, and then I got the chance to work in Podda Bridge. So that one gave me say name in my engineering society. Many of my colleagues know me, my Podda engineer. So that way I enjoy
yes,
spending my time in different parts.
Which
yes.
one you most enjoy? Being a Bengali 80% or being a chief engineer?
That one was say, two different parts. Good question. Yes, being a chief engineer in work also I enjoy equally, because once you are thorough with your work, you know your responsibility. What is your responsibility? What you have to do? If you know it correctly, and if you have the knowledge of handling the situation, then work is not a problem. Work is not a tension. Work is enjoy that after that. So I used to enjoy my work. I used to learn a lot about the project, about all the documents, everything. I used to ask even the junior engineer if I don't know anything. So don't feel shy to ask anyone anything if you have to learn anything. So that way, I always used to enjoy my work also. But beside this social life, or being a Bongo Bhumi boy, that was also both equally enjoyable. Both
I
equally
think,
enjoyable.
from my point of view, as I listen you, from my point of view, I think you enjoy a lot as a Bengali.
Yeah, that is sure. That is sure. I speak. I could read Bangla. Even I have written one or two poems in Bangla.
Wow, we would love
Wow.
to
So next time
work
I
on
can
this.
share with you. Now maybe I could not recite it. I can share you sometimes.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
Definitely.
Definitely, sir.
Mitra, please.
Yeah. So, sir, how do you ensure in your like throughout the illustrious journey, how do you ensure that all the projects or the experiments that you run in your lab that are very relevant to the industries and they become reliable and meet the industry standards, sir?
Yes, this one, once we are involved in a project, every project has the project specification.
Yes.
That specification is based on different, say, standards. Okay, like
Yes.
BSc standard, or say ASTM standard, or sometimes IS standard, or sometimes the local standards of that country, of that region. All the standards are followed, and then all the process, everything, every technical aspect is included in that specification and in the drawings. So we have to thorough that drawing and thorough that specification, all the things what I have to control at the site, how the contractor needs to work, every lab activity, everything is mentioned there. So first, myself, I need to prepare. I need to prepare what is specification should I follow, what are the drawings given, and then in the lab, what are all the standards I need to follow, and then what are the equipments needed for my test? Are they all calibrated? Are they all standard or not? So first of all, I ensure these things, and I train my junior engineers for this one. I give them each copy, and then I take literally to say classes. Before going to site, I take classes. I just inform them these are the things you need to control, these are the things you need to see at the site in a different view, these are the things that may have loopholes in the site, because sometimes contractors, they want to just escape some points. So I indicate them, okay, these are the critical points, these are the things where we need to check very carefully, these are the points, okay, if up to this standard we can allow it. So all these things I make them understand, and I ask them, if you are confused in any point, please ask me 10 times.
Okay.
Ask me any number of times and ask me anything. I'll teach you. We'll discuss it. So making all these thorough, then we go to site, and then okay, in the site also, contractor and consultant, we need to work mutually. I ask them, I don't come to control you over the site. I came here to help you in your work, in your job. So if there is any difficulty, please ask me. We can discuss and we can find a way. Don't just escape any step or anything. You cannot do it. There is obviously some problem while working. So inform me in time. So we'll discuss, we'll see how to solve the problem. So these are the things you need to follow. Please follow it. Because you came to work here, you signed the contract saying that I'll follow all the norms, I'll follow all the specification. So this is your prime duty. So this way I make them also understand all the things, all the critical parts, and then me and my team are also ready with this one, and then we are ready to help them as a, say, as a friend. So
Okay.
this way I control all the site works, and then I ask my people to, okay, don't be too much say anxious, or don't take too much tension. If anything, ask me any problem, we'll sit together and we'll solve it. So first, technically we need to know all the things. Main thing is technical point and practical things. Okay, technically we learn one thing and how to do this thing at the site. So we became thoroughly say understandable about all the things. Then we go to site, and then work is more easy that way.
Yes, I get it, sir.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yes, because site work is always quite interesting, because okay, theoretically we learn one thing, that is only one theory. But once we go to site, every specific site may have different problems, different things.
Means
One formula is not, say, perfectly fitting everywhere. So we have to consider the site situation and consider all this. Very interesting. Site work is really too interesting, and every day you learn new things. Every day you learn new things, which is very interesting.
that's totally a learning mindset.
Yes,
I must say.
yes, yes, yes.
Means during your Padda breach, did you handle any political situation? Because that's really Bangladesh government, or most probably, yeah, that's really Bangladesh government things. Did you
Yeah.
handle any political situation? Or did you face
So
any political barrier or not for
yeah,
that?
yes, that one, obviously there is some local problem or regional problem, or in a bigger perspective, country-wise problem, say, socially, politically, or other things. But for us, in fact, there are different wings in a project. There are resettlement engineers who handle the resettlement issues. There are say public say what we say public relation officers, PRO. There are other people to handle specific problems. For us, we are to handle the technical things only. For these political things and social things, there were another department, another people. If any problem at the site, such problem arises at the site, we just need to report to them, report to the concerned department, so they will take care. Because my speciality is not in that aspect. Okay, I am technically in geotechnical only. Structural people are into structure only. Okay, with geotechnical and structure, I have to collaborate. Substructure and superstructure, that is sure. But this social problem and other problems were handled by some another department, another people. So for me personally, sometimes I had to deal one or two places. That one is, in a big contract, there are petty contract or local. They give to some local people to make them happy. So in
Okay.
that case, to handle that local people, say this main contractor is also in, say, difficult position, because that local people has his say majority, or has his voice in that local area. So that problems used to come to us, and then for me, normally I used to pass it to some local people or to my boss, to say, please take care of this thing. This kind of situation has arisen at the site. I am not for this thing, so please you handle it. So we used to give to concerned people.
Okay.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yes.
Very
Um,
interesting strategy, sir.
Because
Yes.
so we should not say that everywhere I should go ahead and I should handle the things. We have to be
means
very careful while working at the site. We handle the things which are given to us only. What is my responsibility? I should not go outside my responsibility, because it will create another problem. Okay, I may be good in handling that problem, but my responsibility is not that one. So I should be careful about my working limit, which is my limit. Every responsibility, every people have their own limit. So we have to take care that one at the site very carefully, especially while working in another country.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I think personally, doing a work is more easier, but manage the work is more difficult. And
Yes,
you
Yes.
are doing that means
yeah,
you
Yes.
are a chief geotechnical officer means
yeah. Because doing the
handle.
work at the site, okay, they do daily. They have their say target, do the daily target, all this. For us, say somewhat as the management table, we have to see overall target, overall production, we can say, and then the quality also, both way, quality or quantity plus financial things. We have to tackle all the things and then see it from the top. So that one is sometimes difficult, but if the work at the site goes smoothly, then it will be easy for us also to handle those things. So yes, sometimes problems arise, and then we have to sometimes say take some different course to handle it. And then sometimes if it is beyond my scope, we have to report to the team leader, and the team leader will work with the concerned department, because the department has the government department has more responsibility and more power. Obviously, they can deal with the local people very easily. So that way, the situation is solved.
No. So, like local dealing with the local people, how you said this, the strategy is very it will be very useful for any engineer out there, sir.
Yeah, for yes, for dealing with the local people, mainly at our work site, in any areas till now, except Nepal. In other countries, I didn't find any local problem. Means major, minor local problems are there, but
How?
major local problems by the local people, because most of the projects were ADB projects. So all the local, what are the say social indicators and other indicators, they were all identified in the pre-feasibility and then feasibility and detailed design
Yes.
stage, and they were all handled by, most of the things were handled by the government department already. So
Hmm.
people have to be relocated, or all the things they were taken care by the resettlement department, all the things. Sometimes some small issues used to come. In that case, so if it is related to me, like my embankment contractor or embankment people, they dumped something outside in other people's property without any concern or without any say written or verbal approval from the landowner. Sometimes such things may come. In that case, if the local things comes, okay, this is the problem created by my contractor. So I ask the contractors, concerned people, this is the problem created by you. You have to solve it. Otherwise, you will not get payment for this work or something like that, or you will have to pay penalty or something like that. So like these things which is from contractor's part, they have to handle it mainly. And then for other resettlement issues and other issues from the employer, means the government part, they will handle it.
Yes.
And from us consultant, there are say different as I told you before, different department to handle all
Yes.
these things. So for me especially, I didn't have to face
Yes.
major problem, local problem.
All right, sir. So, sir, did you while working, did you follow any specific principle that help you, like keep you growing up always?
Yes,
And
my main principle is be sincere to your work. What responsibility is given to you, be sincere to it. Till now, my summary of my life or of my technical life is sincerity pays. Okay? If you are sincere in your work, obviously the work will be sincere to you.
yes.
You will be paid. Another thing is learn. Don't hesitate to learn anything, any positive thing. That if you know anything, don't hesitate to teach others, your juniors and others. While at site, discuss technical things. Be clear about the technical things. Don't hesitate to ask other people if you are confused. Don't hesitate to teach the juniors if you know something, if they ask you something. These two
Yes.
things, these two things have helped me a lot, and I have followed these two things from the beginning of my career.
Yes, sir. Those are really
Yeah,
some
these are the things. Yeah.
great principles, sir.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah. Be sincere means you have to be sincere to the work. To be sincere, what you have to do, as I've told you already, you should be thoroughly know what is your responsibility. You should know your responsibility, and you should know the technique, what to follow at the site to handle the work. So be thorough technically also. Once you are thorough technically, then the work is not a problem for you. Work is a enjoyment for you. That's why
yes,
I said most of the time I enjoyed my work.
sir, like being clear with the objective and the
Yes,
procedure. Yeah,
yes,
the
yes, yes,
result
yes.
will follow.
Yeah, yeah. That is the main
Yeah.
principle.
So, sir, now I want to ask you something about your educational things. Like
Yes.
while approaching for your higher studies, what specific steps did you take? Uh, for admission or securing a PhD in the Hokkaido University?
Oh, especially for masters, after I graduated from the college, and I started as a junior engineer in Department of Mines and
Yeah.
Geology. I had few my seniors who were very helpful to me, and they were the one to give me information about AIT Bangkok. They said that okay, you are already now mining engineer, and then your career doesn't end here; it begins here. So you have to go ahead. So we have seen your say background, your academic performance, everything is so good. You will obviously get a scholarship in AIT. So you need to go there. So this is the process. This is like this. So all this, I was lucky enough to have my seniors to give me all those informations. And then when I applied, because in our government rule, once you are a say government permanent engineer, you have
Yeah.
to spend at least 3 years in government to go for say to take a educational leave to
Yes.
study
Yes.
outside. So
Yes.
that's the way I spent say, around 5 years. So due to all my seniors, thank to them, they are now as well in my contact. I always thank them. I got chance in AIT. There also I got very good friends, colleagues. Luckily, three of our batchmates who did mining in B college were together in AIT also.
Wow.
One of them was 1 year senior to us, but two of us, Surendra, Basanta, and me, were together. Surendra was 1 year senior to us. Basanta and me were again classmates in our masters. So that was very lucky and very good.
Yeah.
So we had a very good time over there again.
Uh, Currently,
So
sir, now in IST Sipur also, I am doing my masters with my classmate of UG
yeah,
undergraduate.
yeah, that is very fantastic. So
Yeah.
we renew our friendship, and this friendship is a different level now already
Yeah.
because we are more mature, we are more grown up, right?
Yeah.
And then while working in Bangkok, I was always looking for chance for my further studies. Then I searched different universities, and then I had few my seniors already in Japan, different universities. And luckily, my friend Surendra was already there in Hokkaido, so he informed me, okay, you apply for PhD in Hokkaido University in rock mechanics, you will get chance. So it was Surendra who gave me the first information. Then I applied and I got it. So this is all due to my seniors and my classmates, my friends. So I got the information, and then I was lucky enough to get chance in my first try.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Great, sir. Manoj, over to you, please.
Yeah, thank you. My basic question is that what is the key motivation behind it? Means your work,
Yes.
managing things, and working in this age, and means kind of workaholic things. What is the key motivation?
Main motivation for me is be active always, not to grow
Wow,
old.
wow.
Yes, sir.
If you are not active, you will be old. There is one saying in one
Yeah,
motivational speech. One student asked, "Sir, why people, old people, they are less active and they play very less?" The teacher said, "No, no, that question should be in another way. Once you are not active, then you are old."
yeah. Means
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
yeah.
Means
Yeah.
It is
in
not
our
that
age,
old people are inactive. It is not that
yeah,
way. Inactive people grow old quickly. So
yeah,
that way, so I got motivated that way, and then always from say the beginning of my career, what my uh, what to say my hobby or to say my intuition, what it says is okay, work is one way, in same time parallelly learn another new things or other things, be what your say mind says is one thing, technically what your heart says is another thing, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
So say technical job is one thing, my hobby or my what my intuition asked me to do was some other thing. So that way I kept myself busy while working also. Okay, daytime I work, sometimes late evening also we have to work, but when I get time, my hobby was to study books, okay, technical books and some other books,
Yeah.
literature or some other motivational books, all like that. So that way I learn more, I get more motivated that way. And then say writing poems while working in Bangladesh Padda Bridge, I have written so many poems. While at the site, okay, people are working site, we are managing everything. Sometimes I just used to watch the river, and then something comes to me. I just used to write down in my notebook, okay, few lines, and then that lines will give me the basic keyword, and then I used to make a good poem after I come to my say residence. Like that way, I used to be involved in different kind of things. So that makes my mind active, always fresh, because once you follow your hobby, you become more fresh and more energetic. That gives you energy for your work. That's why we need to develop our hobby, and then we have to say take this hobby alongside our work, because yes, work is sometimes monotonous.
Yes.
fatigue. But
Yeah.
your hobby will give you more energy and then make you fresh. So that way I gain energy. And then obviously what you said, while working in Pada Bridge, most of my colleagues used to say, we know that geotechnical work is so hectic, so problematic, all these things, but always you look so fresh and so happy, smiling. Why? They used to ask me.
Because
And
you enjoy your work.
yeah, they used to
Yes.
ask me like that. And I used to tell them, okay, while coming to office every time I wear my clothes. So same way, I wear happiness in my face. I used to tell them like that.
I
Please.
think that's one of the best motivation speech,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
that's the most what I say,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
quote of motivation.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I follow that philosophy also, and I used to tell my colleagues also, wear happiness in your face. There is nothing to be unhappy. What will make
yeah,
you happy?
I'm also thinking that way,
Yeah,
in
Yes.
your way, I must say.
yeah.
Yes. Like,
There is nothing to be unhappy. The world is so good. Yeah, we are so good. Our family, our colleagues, our friends, everyone is so good. See in that perspective. See in positive perspective. Everybody is good. Take all the positive things from them. Just ignore the negative. Then you will always be happy.
yes, sir.
I think
Definitely,
from
sir.
your
I get
Yeah.
motivated.
Yeah.
yeah, old is gold.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
My
Right.
next question is that if you are not in this profession, means
Yes.
what you are doing as geotechnical officer, as a mining engineer, whatever, if you're not in this profession, which profession you want to pursue? Means
Yeah.
it's a poet, it's a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever.
In fact, what now I think is maybe I would have become teacher and poet same time. Okay, by say literature, adapting literature writing only, we cannot make our day-to-day life. So obviously there should be some our profession. Maybe I would have become a teacher, a simple teacher, and then same time I would have become say more say more famous poet, or say with more books or more writings. Maybe, but that way till now I didn't think.
Okay.
What I thought is I was made to become mining engineer and then geotech and work in this profession. I was taken step by step with this profession, and then what I'll say to all my friends is to become one mining engineer was the luckiest profession for me, because I
Oh,
was mining engineer. In mining we learned so many things. That one opened scope to many subjects,
Yes.
because while studying our undergraduate mining, we used to say we are say jack of all, master of
All.
mining. So we used to learn a little bit of electricity, right? Little bit
Yes,
of
sir.
say electronics, little bit of mechanics, and little bit of say sociology, little bit of economics. All these things we learned. So that one opened us say learning scopes for many places, because that's why see I was basically mining, then become I my say masters and say PhD. All this was more in rock mechanics, tunneling, all these things. Now I'm working as a soil specialist. What we say, soil engineer.
Yes.
So that
Yes, sir.
one say what we learn in B college, these different aspects. That one helped me to say a little bit, not jumping say in a very different field, but related field and easy to learn new things.
Oh,
So that one we have to always open our mind, and then
yes.
if there is a chance in a little bit different field, we should take risk. We should not hesitate to take risk, and then we should learn and then take the responsibility and move ahead. So doing all this soil improvement work, soil investigation in soil in Bangladesh was new for me, but I took the risk. I learned myself, and then I handled all the things very carefully and successfully, I can say. So that's
Yes.
why be open to everything and always keep learning.
Sir, my question is, since you were telling like exploring new things and also taking risks, so I suppose that you might have faced some setbacks or failures. So how did you deal with that, sir, and turn
Yeah,
it into learning?
obviously, some, but what to say? I was lucky enough not to face very big setback in my life.
Okay.
I am very thankful to my life. I am very thankful to all the people who came to my life, my professors, my friends, my family, my parents, everybody. I had not to face any major problem, but small problems, small setbacks come in life. That one, yes, while we were young, we were not taught how to face those small things. Yes, obviously we had some say tension or some setbacks, but what I used to do is okay, these things happens in everybody's life, not in only my life. If I see it, other people have also faced problem, but one, once we face problem, we should not sit idle just to thinking, oh, how to solve the problem. We should move ahead. Life is always a journey to move ahead. We should not go back, or we should not sit idle. So I used to look for another opportunities. Like once I completed my PhD and came back to Nepal. In the beginning few months I didn't get any job. I went to some engineering colleges, but seeing the environment over there, I did not like to join there. So I had to wait some time to join the construction company. So in that idle time also, I used to make myself busy in other things. So always make busy your mind in positive things. Once the mind is busy in negative things, then it will always say go back to the negative things only.
Yes, sir.
So don't let it go deep into the, say, what we call into the web of the negative things.
Yes, it is a
Once
loop.
Yeah,
Yes,
once you are inside the web of negative things, then depression, frustration, all these things comes.
yes,
So
sir.
move ahead thinking positively. Try to eliminate that negative and then think positive. Okay, this thing came to me, obviously it will give me some lesson, and then these things happen. Sometimes I don't get these jobs because something bigger is waiting for me. So see
Yes,
that way. Not getting this job is not a, say, bad luck for me. This may be a good luck. Something bigger is waiting for me. So think that way. I used to think that way and then move ahead. Obviously, there were big things waiting for me. That's why I got it. So
yes, sir.
once I look back at my life, that's why I said there are things which are not taught in colleges and universities. How to face the day-to-day life. These small things, how to tackle them. So what to say, like some motivational things or some these things. That one I learned, and I used to tell to my juniors while inside also. And they always, now also when I go to Bangladesh, they call me.
Mm.
They say me, sir, once in Podda Bridge, this side, you told me this thing. That your one sentence just twisted my life, and I got a, say, new perspective of my life. They used to tell me, and I feel happy after hearing from them. So these are the things we need to share with our colleagues, with our friends, because these are not technical. So yes, they are obviously technical, but technical for our life,
Yes, yes,
handling the life, handling the situation. This thing I have to share like this, and then say move ahead and then enjoy. When there is problem at site also, I used to tell my people, okay, problem always come. There is nothing nowhere in the world without problem. So let us discuss, let us sit together and how to solve it.
yes,
Then we will find a way.
yes.
Obviously, there is a way out. So we have to handle the situation like this.
Like like even in the dark, we have to move forward.
Yes,
That is
yes,
the
sure.
motto.
Sure. Yes, yes. Always the life, the day will not always be dark. Obviously, something light will come from somewhere, and you have to search for that light. So I
Yeah.
used to tell my juniors also like that. So we have to move on. That is the way to, say, go ahead in the life, because there is nobody without any problem in the life, right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody has his own type of problem.
You are absolutely correct, sir.
Yes,
Everybody has their own problem,
yes,
and they are dealing with it.
yeah.
Yeah.
The difference is how they deal with it.
Yes.
Somebody is success, somebody is unsuccess, because it depends on how they deal with that problem.
Yes.
If
The
somebody
mindset.
deal, yeah,
Yeah.
the mindset, if they deal with the problem positively and then move ahead, they are successful. But if they got into that problem only and then just think of the problem, the same problem will grow up and they will just
Yes.
be in the sump. We can say once you are in the sump, it is very difficult to come out.
Yes. So, sir, you moved across various countries, like
Yes,
from Nepal, then to India, then to Thailand, and again Japan. So, I think, there are a lot of cultural differences, and
yes,
also eventually you landed up in Bangladesh also, sir.
yes,
So, yeah. So, what are the cultural differences that you would like to share with us?
yeah. So basically, inside Asia, basic culture is what I find is nearly similar
All right.
inside Asia, because this one what I feel is it was, say, spread from one big culture. Then due to time and all these things, there are some variations, small variations, not so big. If you come to Nepal also, you will find that so many things are similar.
Yeah.
Only some basic things due to, say, location, due to the other mix up with other society, other things. Some things are different. So when we travel to different countries, first we take few days to learn their culture, to learn their things. Then we should respect their culture. Once you respect their culture, then they will also respect you, and it will be easy for you to mix up with them and then move ahead. That is the main thing.
Yeah.
Don't go to another place and then just show up your culture only or show up your things only.
Yes.
Stay in a, say, minimum. Stay, say, what we say is not as a, don't be, say, over explosive or expressive. Just
Yes.
stay in others place like you are a learner.
Yes.
Then learn the things. Basic culture, we should respect them, obviously, because okay, religion wise, other things, we are different, so many things. But once you respect their culture, they will also respect us, and sometimes you have to adjust small things. Don't don't be too much restricted to one thing only. Yes, culture is something, religion is something, and then tradition is something. Sometimes you have to just come outside the border also. because
Yes.
you are in place of another people. So
Yes.
what I see is Japanese culture is very different. There, you know, the culture means day-to-day life. The people from school, the kids are taught from the school. Day one of the school, they teach them so many things: how to handle the waste, how to cross the road, how to follow the traffic signs. All these things they learn from class one or day one of the school. That's the way they are more cultured, and they are, say, more developed, and they are more clean. They are more responsible in everything. These things are taught in school, but in our school and in our home, we have not that kind of education. That's why we are lacking.
Yeah.
Especially what I feel is in case of cleanliness, handling all the wastage, we are lacking so much. In Japan, the kids, they learn it from day one in the school. If they see something, waste paper or some plastic or something on the street, they bring it and then put in the dustbin inside their house. But what our kids learn, they take the wastage from our house and throw in the street. Just opposite way, see. So that small things matters a lot in life. That things give you a big education in life.
Yes.
So small things, if we teach the kids from school life, from day one, then their life, they will learn so many things. So
Yeah.
this way I learned so many culture in different countries. There are so many good things to take from so many different society and different countries. So that's why I learned different way, and then I was interested to, say, learn their say, social norms, all the culture, all these things. That's why I got mixed up with them very quickly. Once you are, say, personally and socially mixed up with the local people, it will be easy to work at the site also. That one, these things matters much, because working in another country, working at site is not only technical, right? There are so many other things beside technical also.
Yes.
These things we have to accept it, and we have to learn it.
Mhm. Sir, my last question is to you. Since uh, you are in the last phase of your career, I think uh, you are aware of many new technologies that are coming up, or in the geotechnical scenario also. Uh, so, what in that context, and also learning the things
Yes.
from being from the perspective being a chief geotechnical officer, sir, what suggestion would you give to the young engineers, mining
Yeah.
engineers, geotechnical engineers?
For young engineers, one thing is learning, another thing is keep yourself updated, right? Learning is one thing, keeping yourself updated is another thing. So that's why now it is very easy with the internet and all these things. You can see anything anytime. In the beginning of our career, it was not like that. We used to know about the softwares or other things after so many years, right? So now it is very easy. Now is the time of technology, and now again new era of AI. So
Yes.
there are so many scopes, so many chances to learn so many things, and then keep you updated. Always be updated in your field. Once you are updated in your field, then you can move ahead.
Yes, sir.
So this is the keep yourself updated. For me also, okay, most of the time we have to use so many softwares, so many things. Okay, there are some softwares with some variations. That variation is not so much, and then which we have already learned, it will work. But there are already some new softwares, new things
Yeah.
which are very easy to work, very handy, and then they give us, say, just what we say, in hand result very quickly. So that one I have to, say, keep update always. I have to search. I have to, say, in the internet or different, say, popular geotechnical institutions are there who develop the softwares. Just visit their site and see what is the updated software, what is the, say,
Yes.
area they have updated, and keep me. And then when I go to site, if we have to handle any data or do any work, then see what updated software is relevant to it, to, say, for our
Yes.
just sometimes to handle the data, right? Sometimes to
Yeah.
make our soil profile, sometimes to, say, summarize our lab test, all these things, to make the borehole log. There are so
Yes.
many new softwares, very easy, handy softwares.
Mm.
So once we be updated, it will be very easy. And then I teach my new engineers, and now new engineers, almost they are already, say, come to the site already, they know all these things.
Yes.
They are very smart. So sometimes I have to learn from them also, obviously. I ask them if there is anything new, and I don't feel hesitated to learn from them. That is the main thing. Don't feel hesitated to learn from anybody.
Yes.
That is the main key. So
Yeah.
once you are open to anything, then you will learn from them also. Then you keep updated yourself. That will help you always. Because once we are not updated in this time now, especially now after the, say, especially after 2015, we can say, or after 2020, after this COVID, there are so many like these things. Before COVID, all this online meeting, online interview was not there. Very
No.
rare. Very few software was there. So all these things are here. So we have to be updated on these things. It will make your life easy. Be updated.